What is up everyone, and welcome back to another SCP video. Now today's video is going to be the third video of my previous SCP Games videos that I've reviewed. Today's video is going to be short because I decided to stick with that because my second video was kind of like an experimental one to see how it goes, but I'm going to stick with the first one. So the games that you're going to see right now are submitted by comment section on my first video and the second video as well. So if your game isn't on the list right now or is not in both of my first and second videos, I'd recommend comment them down below. If there's enough submissions of games, I will do another video, but for now I think 3 is going to be fine. I'm going to show you on the screen right now the games that I've played, and these games are SCP 3008, Site 76, SCP Tycoon, Area 14, SCP Site Roleplay, Project SCP, SCP Devolved. So if you're new to my channel, please go down below, subscribe. I'm trying to 2,000 subscribers, so if you're new, like my content, go down below, subscribe. It's free. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, join my Roblox group, and leave a like on this video also, please. Thank you, and let's carry out the video. So before I want to start, if you want to check out all of these games after my review, the links of these games will be in the comment section. I'll pin it so you guys can check it out. And the first game is going to be SCP 3008. Now in my videos I usually have a category. One of them was Containment Breach, Secret Lab, or Role Playing / Demonstration Games. But this game itself is in a new category itself, so I don't want to make a new section. I just called it miscellaneous category. Okay, so pretty much this is a horror survival game. Okay, and I want to say this is a very fun game to play with other people, random strangers, or you can play this with your friends. It's really enjoyable to play. I might show on the screen, like I was building like some kind of fortress with like other people. I think personally, I think that game was really fun. You can make sky bases in that game as well, and pretty much the whole concept is survive. All right, you have to survive, I guess, the night inside of SCP 3008, which is the Infinite IKEA for the people that don't know what it is. If you have never played SCP 3008, I would recommend check it out. The problem is, if you are scared from the slightest, I wouldn't recommend this game too much. But if you don't really care, you know, if you like if you don't care about slight scares, you know, here and there, then you should be fine. You won't get that much scared. I mean, the only time that will give you like some kind of jump scare is when the lights go off, and that's it. I think it's an excellent survival horror game. I would recommend anybody that wants to play this with their friends or other people. You know, the whole concept is like you get furniture, you make houses and survive, and try to not get killed by SCP 3008-1 inside of SCP 3008. Do recommend it, check it out. My next game is Site 76. Now, usually I kind of bash onto role plays because they never told you what to do specifically. Because sometimes, you know, if you check my second video and people told me my wrongs in that, they said I need to be authorized, even though the game never really explicitly said, oh, you need to be authorized or something. But this game itself, it's on a whole new level. Like, I don't think I've experienced much from this game, but I really did enjoy this game. Now, I don't know if there was like some kind of authentication happening in the game, because what I did was I pickpocketed some people and tried to escape. I don't remember right now what happened. Okay, I don't know if I remember if I escaped or not, because I remember that I couldn't do anything because the guards were too strict, so I couldn't really escape. Or did I escape? I'm not sure. But this is one of the role plays that I'm not going to bash. This game has told you or told the player what to do, and once you understand the game and how it works, it's going to be a fun game. It's not like the other role play games that I've covered in my second video. So this is an excellent game. If you're into role playing, especially in SCP scene, I would recommend this. It's a really good SCP game. Like, trust me, this is a really good SCP role play game. It's kind of like Containment Breach and Secret Lab in a way, but it's not secret. It's more like Containment Breach roleplay. So yeah, do check it out. Next one is SCP Tycoon. Now, I'm not gonna really go on too much. Alright, it's miscellaneous again. I can't really give it a category. It's a simple Tycoon game, however, it looks clean, it looks fantastic. It looks like how Tycoon games should look like, because we all, like, let's be honest, we all know Tycoon games as this, like, whenever you join a game, there's going to be that huge thing on the screen saying you should buy this to gain money or something, you know, buy this and you will gain 500,000 in-game cash. no, this game is clean. Now I didn't really understand, like I got confused on where I was supposed to go, because like I'm supposed to go on top of like some kind of weird place, building or something, but I didn't, but I did. And I was like, oh, that's where it starts. I mean, the game really didn't really show that, but I think this is just, you know, a regular Tycoon game. It looks really clean, crisp, and an awesome Tycoon game. If you are interested in AFK in a Tycoon game, why not check it out? Go play SCP Tycoon. Next game is going to be Area 14. Now, if I want to be honest for this game wasn't really the greatest role-playing games I've played. I think this was like one of the games I've tested in my previous video, so this game isn't really that great. The game was kind of bugged or something, I'm not really sure. Like, compared to the other role-playing that I'm going to show you right now, like, this is nothing. This is literally garbage, okay? I'm sorry if I'm being mean to this game. Maybe you like it, okay? If you like it, then good for you. But compared to the other role-playing games that I played, for this video specifically, Area 14 wasn't good. It wasn't good. I didn't like it that much, and if this was some kind of like tier listing, I think I would have put this down in the bottom. Like, I was a D class, right, and my gates wouldn't open for some reason. It would open then close it down. Maybe there's like someone that has to press a button or something. Like, I remember I was following the scientist and I went to another place because they were trying to like put us to SCP-173, so I escaped from there. We couldn't get out because we couldn't find a key card. I don't know if there's specifically like some kind of place where we can get key cards, or guns or something to kill like the guards to get key cards. Like, that didn't happen. We didn't find anything, so I was kind of confusing. But that's just me just playing only by a D class. But the game was kind of bugged as well. Like, the room kind of like teleports you or like glitches you out into all the walls. Like, I did like a glitch by that. So yeah, it pretty much shows that this game is kind of broken, and it's not one of the greatest games or role-playing games I've played for the SCP. Would I recommend this game? No, but if you want to check it out, you can check it out. Next game, SCP Site Roleplay. Now, this is another roleplay that I would say 1,000,000% you should check it out. This is one of the reasons why I'm putting Area 14 down, is because this is fantastic. This was well made. Like, you can see the quality of this game. Like, the person, whoever made this game, took their time and effort to make this. It's really awesome. Like, I remember, like, I was in that scene where I was in 914, right? I wanted to make my crowbar into something. I was to turn to something. I was like, oh dear. And then I went outside, alright, and like legit, I saw like 2 guards, and they saw me, and I just went inside 914, just hit that. I was screaming off, bro. Because I play all of these games by D class, I don't really check everything else, because I believe in some games you can play as the CPs, but as a D class, I really enjoyed this game a lot. It's one of those games where it tells you like to wait, and we're going to test you what's going to happen. That's obviously what all role-playing game is, but like how the game looks, like the graphics and everything, and how the people are in the game, like they're not toxic, and even if someone kills you for no reason, right, they get killed, okay, and you get healed because the game realizes, oh hey, you're getting killed for no reason, okay, here's your HP back, we're gonna kill the other guy, frick that guy. And in my previous video, some random guy killed me, like legit nothing happened to him, and it was like that, and people said like, oh, I need to get authorized by a scientist, but at the same time, like, I wasn't even doing anything, or I wasn't doing anything bad. Like, I don't, like, there was no scientists at that time as well, so why am I supposed to wait for scientists to like say, oh, you know what, let me play this game? So I think this game is fantastic. I didn't do any testing because there weren't that many people, and people were trying to escape, so the guards were just busy doing that. So yeah, and I think the game or the server that I was in was kind of like empty, so not many people were there. So in my opinion on this game, it's really good, a really great role-playing game that you should play. You gain like levels or EXP by just doing there. I mean, just standing there doing nothing. You probably gain XP by killing people, I'm not sure, but you just gain XP. If there's like a leveling system to show how long you've been playing the game, you can just flex with how long you were in the game. But overall, SCP Site Roleplay, another great role-playing game. If you're interested, check it out. Now we got the next game, Project SCP. Now I want to keep this short as possible. Project SCP is a secret lab game, okay? So this is in the secret lab category. Now, I did make a video on a secret lab. And I'm going to say this is probably the most, quite literally, recreation of the actual game SCP Secret Lab. This game was fantastic, and it showed that if you can't play the actual game, okay, if you don't have the good hardware for this game, then you can play Project SCP, a secret lab, alright. Even though you can't really talk in your mic, you can talk with people, which I think is really good. When you're spectating, you can talk with other spectators and stuff, right? And you can actually customize your character, because this is what Secret Lab doesn't have. I mean, I haven't played Secret Lab for a long time, but I don't think they even still have that. You can't customize your character, but in this game you actually need to earn like their in-game currency. Now I don't know how you earn it. Maybe like have to win or something or kill people. I'm not sure. Maybe you have to buy it, but either way, character customization is a thing in this game, and I think it's really good. Like I just saw like a TV man, like a TV head, right? Honestly, it was really good. I had some jukes here and there. Overall, I think this game is pretty good. It's a pretty good second choice if computer or device cannot handle Secret Lab, because I do know the actual game does require you a good hardware. So if you don't have that, I'd recommend check Project SCP. The last game we got is SCP Devolved. Now this game is kind of like a joke / roleplay game, okay? So what I've understand from this is like whoever made this probably made it as a joke in a way. Like I'm not trying to diss the game or anything. Like the game is good. Like it is well made. So it's pretty much like this. It gives that cartoony vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. It gives me that. The game itself gave me Paper Roblox vibes, if you know what I'm talking about. Then no, I think I said the name wrong, but it gave me that vibes. Okay, the SCPs itself and like some like places like the gates and stuff, or the drawers, they're all 2D. Okay, it's really fun. It's not like a scary game. Okay, it's not like something you can get like scared of easily. So if you're the most scared person ever, even if you can get scared by the slightest thing ever, this game will not do that. It's pretty much like a way to play SCP games without getting scared. I think it's fun. I think it's good. There are some people, even though like sometimes they can kind of be goofy, okay, and in some cases that it can be really toxic, where they will kill you for no reason. Like I'm just gonna say this. They will kill you for no reason, okay? Even if you're just standing there, not doing anything, okay? No, you haven't passed the line or anything. You're just standing there. Even in your cell, they will try to kill you. Like trust me, they will try to kill you. But overall, this game is another great roleplay game, okay? And if you're interested, well, check it out. So those were the SCP games that you guys have told me to check it. I think all of them are great except of one, obviously Area 14. It's not that great of a role-playing server to play. Would I recommend it? Like I said, I don't think I would, but if you're really interested, if you want to check it out yourself, obviously link is in the comment section. Other than Area 14, the rest of the games are perfect to play on, okay? These are my opinions, alright? So thank you so much for submitting these games, by the way. I actually had fun, and I don't know why in my first video I never mentioned SCP-3008, which is a game that I actually played in the past, but for some reason I didn't talk about it. Oh well. But yeah, this is my take on it, okay? So thanks so much for watching this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, join my Roblox group. The links will be in the description below, and I'll see you later. Peace out.